Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back to the Eldest Daughter podcast.
Welcome back.
I'm Tiana.
I'm Balin.
And yeah, this is our podcast. This is episode 2.
Yes.
Very exciting. Thank you everyone who tuned in last week. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling very good. I'm a little sleepy, but I've just been sleepy all week, I think, because the sunlight is changing.
Yeah.
So it's like getting...
It's been very gloomy. I'm not a morning person at all. Really, no matter what, I cannot wake up. Like waking up naturally for me, like if I wake up naturally, it will almost always be like no earlier than 10 a.m.
Okay, I love it. Wait.
No earlier than 10.
I love that. No, that's
Yeah.
definitely like my family's creed and motto. Like everybody wakes up at between 10 and 11.
That's my type of family.
And yes, like everybody, like
Yeah.
we're a sleep-in family. And I was really shocked when I went to college and saw how early people get up, like 6, 7 a.m.
See, I'm the exact opposite. My family is an early family. Everyone in my family is up before me by like many hours.
Wow.
Not growing up. Growing up, we all had to be up at 6 a.m.
This adds to your villain origin story.
We all had to be up at 6 a.m. and it was bad if you were not up before, like if you were not out of bed by 6:30, it was not going to be pretty. And
Not the military.
No.
Not the military training.
My mom ran a tight ship.
What were you training for?
No, I don't know because the joke's on my family now because I literally get to sleep in almost every day.
That's amazing.
Because I'm self-employed.
You're like the princess and the pea.
No, and literally like my parents would be like, you can't sleep all day. Like you're never going to like
Be successful
if you sleep. Joke's on them.
Jokes on them. I feel like you are the kind of person who takes something like that and you're like, let me prove you wrong.
No, I am.
Let me prove you
I'm
wrong.
obstinate.
Yeah.
I'm
Ornery.
I love to just like,
Yes.
I can get shit done without sleeping, like without waking up at 6 a.m.
Yes, absolutely.
I think that's stupid. I don't think you need to get up early. I get a lot more done at night.
Yeah, I do too.
So I'd rather just get my sleep and then have the energy to stay up and do my work than the other way around.
I always felt super off my game, like in school in the morning. So I would kind of go into like a flow state in the morning where I did like as minimal amount of work as possible and then do all my work at night.
Yeah.
And that was like really odd. I know when Anthony, my husband, like met me, he was like, what?
No, that's exactly how it is. Yeah.
He was like, what's going on? Like it took him a second to adjust to because we're complete opposites. Like he's a morning person and not a night person.
That's how Pedro is. He's a morning person. Yeah, it's tough.
It's tough. So wait, how are you doing? So I'm sleepy.
I'm exhausted.
Okay.
I'm so tired.
Sleepy girls unite.
Sleepy girls. I did start my period last night. It is tough for me when that happens because what really sucks about the way that my period is I will get I struggle with insomnia. I've had it my whole life.
Oh yeah.
But I've figured out a regimen to help it be like help me go to sleep by like 1 a.m. most nights. Like that's usually the earliest I'll be asleep is 1. And I think that's really good for me. However, the week before my period, I always get a huge like aggressive bout of insomnia. I cannot like I'll be awake for 24 hours.
Yeah.
It's awful. And then my period will start. And just like that, it's like I've been drugged. I'm the most tired. It is an unhuman level of tired that I feel. Like my eyes will be falling asleep like mid-sentence. So today is actually not that bad. Like today is manageable, but there are some days where I will like, I'll wake up and it'll hit and I'm just like, I can't think straight.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're gonna have to give me some grace for this episode because I slur my words a lot. I like can't finish sentences. Like genuinely, it's like I've been drugged.
Oh my god.
I don't know if anyone else has that issue on their period, but that's my truth. Like I don't have like a lot of other symptoms. Like I do get cramps, but not like debilitating ones for most of the time. It's the extreme fatigue.
Extreme fatigue. This is really cool because I feel like we should talk about this more.
I feel like we should.
Ladies and people with periods.
Right.
Like, let's chat about what's going on for you. What is it? Day 1, day 2, day 3.
Right.
How many days does it last? All the things. Let's compare notes. Because I would say I get bogged down by the like physical, like I feel like my body is like a prison. You know, like my mind is wide awake, and maybe even
Just like
at its
clawing
height.
to get out.
And yeah, exactly. It's like my mind is at its height, and I'm tweaking off of like the hormones. I'm like, and then I'm like,
Release me.
yeah, and then I'm like bedridden.
Yeah.
because I do have horrible cramps.
You have them like the whole time?
I have them for 3 days.
Okay, I only have
3
them
days.
for 1 day.
I have them for 3 days, and I have to take like medication. I have to take like ibuprofen, heating pad, like all of it. And it's like
Literally just to like make it manageable.
to make it like feel like a rotten tooth. Like,
Yeah,
it feels like
to
a rotten
take it from
tooth.
like feeling like you're dying
Yeah.
to just like you could possibly die.
right, like a really bad, like the worst migraine you've ever felt, but in your pelvis and stomach area,
in your cooch.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you get those like really sharp, like horrible cramps that like make you have to like freeze?
No,
Okay,
you get those.
You don't get
No,
those.
mine is a steady pain, like pulsating, like squeezing, like contraction.
Wait, I can't believe I thought everyone got those.
No.
Wow.
Like a stab.
Yeah, except like it's like someone took like a sword and like shoved it up there for like it. They're short. They like 5-10 seconds,
Okay.
and it doesn't happen like it's like a few times per period.
No. That is crazy. Yeah. No.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe it's because of.
I feel like it's when some of the uterine lining. I feel like it's like ripping off. That's what it feels like. It
that
feels
makes
like there's
sense.
like a piece of lining that just like.
a piece of my tissue that's ripping off and ejecting itself.
Yeah. So I get those. I get those throughout the whole thing, and then I usually only have 1 day of really bad cramps.
Okay.
And usually it's also that same day that I'm like falling asleep the
Okay.
whole day.
Oh my God.
Like have to sleep the whole day. It's bad.
See, this is what I was going to talk about, is that maybe this theory adds up, and we're not medical doctors.
In case you guys thought that.
we could go to
We could be.
med school, and we would be very
Hey,
successful.
We're just like men.
Yeah.
We could land a plane.
That is my toxic trait, is that I could go to any kind of schooling and become a professional at anything.
literally.
I have like really heavy flow. So for that 3 days, so that's why I'm saying like the consistent pain, maybe it's because I have like a really heavy shed.
And mine is kind of sporadic.
Yours is sporadic. So maybe it's that's why you get that jabbing.
I get like a burst of it.
Yeah, burst of it. Yeah, because mine is like it's murder.
Yeah.
Homicide.
Yeah.
No, it's scary.
Yeah.
And I'm a dance teacher, so like, that's what it gives me more anxiety about bleeding in public. So I rather just like be indoors and like
same.
people not see me, because I have like this phobia of like bleeding through and people seeing it, or
I feel like that's every girl's phobia. Like I feel like every girl has that phobia. And I feel like we all either experienced this or we had a friend who experienced bleeding through in public.
Yep.
And we had to be like, oh my God, everyone panic. Like in
Yeah.
like 5th grade. Like it's always like at the worst time of like the
most insecure
awkward time of your life.
Yeah.
And you're sitting in church and you stand up to sing and there's blood on you.
It sounds like it happened to you.
It actually happened to my friend.
Okay.
Yeah. But like that was my fear that it would
Yeah.
happen to me. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, girl, like we gotta go. Like,
Yeah.
we have an emergency.
Yeah. I was teaching for this thing called Greek Sing when I was in a sorority in college, and we took it way too seriously. So it was actually kind of like a big deal or whatever. We were on a very like strict timeline.
Oh, I knew. I had a lot of friends who were in the sororities, and
Yeah. Right. Like
they ran a strict program.
it was strict, militant.
Yeah.
And
That was like fucking ROTC.
no, literally. And it was like everybody was like, everyone, it was all on me, you know, because I was the director. So it was like choreographing, creative vision, everything. I had a team and we were great, but it was like there was so much so much energy towards me as the leader. And so I was like teaching my class, I was teaching the choreography, and I think it was like a day. I just remember I was on my period. I was very stressed out during this like 3-month period that we were like putting together this show. And someone pulled me aside. I was like, "You're bleeding like through your leggings."
Literally, my heart would drop to my ass.
And then I remembered in that moment that I had just seen on like New York Times or The Cut or something like that, that this woman free bled through the marathon because if she wore a pad or a tampon, the string or the pad would chafe.
Yep.
And it would be very painful.
Yep.
So she was like, I'm just going to free bleed through the marathon. And she did. And
A man
she
could never do that.
No, literally.
A man could never do that.
He would just not do the marathon.
No.
If he was on his period.
If men had periods, we'd have paid leave for a week.
Yep.
Every month.
Yep.
We'd have menstruation days that you could take from work.
Absolutely.
There would be
Paid,
systems in place.
Yep.
There would not be any false studies done that it's only a tablespoon of blood.
So this is the proof is that, so I said to the ladies, I said, you know what? We're all women in this space. Do y'all mind? I said, I'm bleeding through my pants. Do y'all mind if I just don't do anything about it and we don't cancel rehearsal? We don't I
Right.
don't need to go to the bathroom and put water on my pants and look like I
Right.
peed. I was like, do y'all mind? And everybody was like, there was some anxiety in the room, but because I kind of had the control of being the teacher, it was yeah.
That's such a power move. Those girls probably still they probably still talk about it.
I bet they do. I have
You
gotten
probably changed their lives.
It was a big power moment for me in my life because I was like, you know what? I'm gonna free blade in the dance class. So yeah, that was my moment. I think I peaked, and
I'm very proud of you for that.
Thank you.
That's very genuinely. I know that it's about to sound like I'm sarcastic, so I have to preface with that I'm genuine. But that was very brave of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
#brave.
#brave.
I love joking about being brave. So
yeah. Anytime I say an opinion that I'm scared to say, I'm like,
I'm
can
so
I be brave?
Can I be brave right
Can I
now?
be brave for a minute?
Hey, can I be brave?
A lot of things take a lot of bravery.
I love that song. I want to see you be brave.
Guys, we went to go see Wuthering Heights last night.
Let's lock in.
We went to go see Wuthering Heights. We've been withered. We're in the heights.
Withering.
We've been wuthered, actually.
Wuthered. Yeah, that's the other thing.
It's not withering.
We like to say withering. It's wuthering.
You just have to say it with a British accent. And then
Wuthering Heights.
We've been wuthered.
Weathered.
We've been to the heights. So we went and saw it.
Quotation marks, by the way. Let's make sure that's in there. It's
with Wuthering Heights. Yeah.
Continue.
What did you think of it?
Okay, so I went in doing some research because I knew from you informed me that there was controversy. Honestly, I wasn't somebody waiting for this movie to come out. I was kind of whatever. And I heard from you that there was some controversy over the casting of Jacob Elordi. And I was like, okay. So I started doing some deep diving. What were the people saying? What are the book girlies saying? What's the discourse around this movie? I found out that there's 5 or 6 iterations of this film in different ways.
There's a million of them.
There's a big history of this movie being made, or this book, this source material being made into a movie, and there's been so many different casting decisions, and so I was interested in that, right? I was like, okay, so what's the history? And then also I looked into the book, and that Emily Bronte, it's her only novel, and it's her she wrote it under a pen name,
which most women, fun fact, most women when they wrote books back then had to write under a pen name.
Because wouldn't it kind of ruin their reputation and make them unmarriable?
It was very taboo for women to be writing.
Yeah.
And so a lot of them had to write under a pen name.
Yeah, and I knew about Emily Bronte's work from, this is so funny, 50 Shades of Grey, when I was a teenager. Because
the ancient text.
Because I think that was the source material for 50 Shades of Grey when I was doing my little book nerd Tumblr research, where that Emily Bronte was the material that author used to write 50 Shades because of the the eroticism and the sadism, and the archetypes of the characters.
Yeah.
So that and Twilight.
Right. Yeah.
Welcome the girl world.
The butterfly effect.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like,
wait, is it butterfly effect? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When a butterfly flaps its wings. And
an angel gets
history.
its wings.
Yeah. Changes the course of time. Yeah. Not to be confused with that movie Butterfly Effect starring Ashton Kutcher.
Haven't seen it.
You should see it. It's kind of a messed up movie.
I hate Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Period. Yeah. No. Period.
He's
period.
friends with Diddy. So.
Yeah. No. That It's like full disc scratch.
Yeah.
I just did that with my mouth.
Yeah.
It was like,
What did you think?
what did I think? So I went into it, that whole explanation to say I went into it. These are the things that were percolating going into it. And my initial instinct was like low expectations because I was like most kind of confused with Emerald Fennell's casting decision to cast Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi, two white actors, when the source material that I was hearing on the word on the street was like the plot is that this is an interracial love story,
Right?
And from the book perspective, and then they had a film history that wasn't that. So then I was like, what's the implication of this? Da 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 da. So I'm going into it with this mindset. Okay, I also really did like Promising Young Woman. I really enjoyed that because I love revenge stories.
I'll say the brave thing, which is that I have loved every Emerald Fennell movie I've seen. I loved Promising Young Woman. I loved Saltburn.
Yes.
I did like Wuthering Heights.
So that's what I'm going to say is that like...
But I'll say...
We'll give why. I also liked Wuthering Heights yeah, I said it right. For a couple of reasons, like it reminds me, all three of these films that she's made that have kind of been in the conversation the last couple of years, like are these female perspective revenge stories that it reminds me of like I used to be obsessed with the Count of Monte Cristo in school when like I read that book in middle school, and I always felt such a kinship to the male character because he was like, I'm gonna get revenge on everyone who did me wrong, even if it takes 20 years and I have to
and that was you.
Yeah, that was me. You know what I mean? So like to see a woman acting like that in her films gives me so much satisfaction, and as that kind of archetype, like even just a piece of me, you know.
Most of the discourse is around the fact that it's an interracial relationship and that there is a lot of the story is about the racism.
Yes.
That's what the issue that a lot of people are having is. I will also say I've not read the book.
Yes,
so
me neither.
Just know that this is a perspective of someone who has not read the book. However, as someone who has not read the book, but also I wanted to be aware of what was going on, I went in and did all that research. I completely agree that you should not remove the race aspect from stories that are about that.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yep.
But I do think two things can be true at once.
Yes.
And I think while I don't think that she should have taken a story that was originally about race and made it about something else. Mm-hmm. However, I think for the version of the story that she told, I actually think it would have been a disservice and very harmful to have a man of color in that role.
I totally agree,
That's what
Tiana. I think it would have been horrific.
Yeah.
And racist.
Yep.
And wrong.
Yep. Because also, and again, didn't read the book.
Yep.
But the way that he is depicted in the movie and the way that they talk about him in the movie, I would never want to see a man of color spoken about like that. Yep. Even in a movie.
Yeah.
Because it would have just
ruined
been
it.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it would have been hard to watch.
Like they're always like, he's a brute, he's disgusting, he's a monster.
Your pet.
Yeah, no, and even the way that Kathy talks about him, like in the end, she was like, he's mine.
He's mine.
She's so possessive. And the way she talks about it, it's not in like, he's mine, I love him. It's he's mine, like that's my toy. Almost.
Yeah, like he's a
and he kind of is her toy. She like they play with each other. Like they are always playing a game.
Always.
And I don't like, I think for this version, it was best kept.
Yes.
To white people.
Yes, absolutely.
That's some white people shit.
That's some white people shit.
I actually kept thinking that the whole time. I was like, no, because it wouldn't make sense if this was a man of color because this is some white people shit. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
I think it's a different story. It truly is an adaptation. So I think the reason why is because I think she's more in conversation with the films that have been made. Wuthering Heights. She's more in conversation with Hollywood and the film history of this source material than the actual novel. Like she doesn't even cover she only covered the first half of the novel.
Right.
So source material wise. So she's not trying to like.
And this is where
tell that story.
My opinion on her and what she should have done, because I don't think she did something bad in making it what it was. I think she should have just named it something else.
That's what I agree.
And she
I
should
agree
have
with
just
that.
like put a thing that said inspired by Wuthering Heights or
Yes.
something like that. I don't know that calling it Wuthering Heights, because I think she did that for the dramatic effect of it all. I think it was to kind of make people want to watch it, to make sure it was a blockbuster.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think she tried to do that with the quotation marks.
Yeah, and I don't know that was. I don't think the quotes were enough.
Yeah.
To solidify that, because people
Like-
nuance is hard.
Yeah.
Nuance is hard, and I don't know that it. I don't know that was the right choice.
Maybe, but the only defense I have of that is this other defense is that like people do this with Shakespeare all the time.
100%.
And because it's Shakespeare, because it's a man and it's men directors, and now we have like female directors taking it on, like Hamnet, I believe, like is a Asian woman. Like it's fine.
Right.
That's why I'm saying like some of the critique against
I think it's a
Emerald
little harsh.
is sexist.
I agree.
Because it's like men have been doing this.
And no one's coming after them.
And no one's coming
talked
after
about this
him.
last
Yes.
week. Like with the whole Odessa and Jacob of it all, like Odessa got ripped to shreds for being considered for that role.
Yep.
And then she even gave it up, and it was given to another actor who is Latina. And people are coming after Emerald left and right for making this movie. I don't see anybody mad at Jacob.
No. I think here's the thing. Can we get into what our takeaways? Because I did some like deep dive last night to see like what people thought it was about. And I was really shocked to see that people thought it was frivolous and lacked depth and no chemistry between Margot and Jacob.
Wait, no, I have to say something.
Tell me everything.
So after we got in the car to go home, my very first thought, like Pedro was saying that he was uninterested in the male characters. He was like, I didn't find Heathcliff interesting. He was very boring. And I was like, you know what? And I agree. And here's the thing. It's because Emerald loves women.
Yeah.
And the way that
intentional.
she tells these stories of these women were deep and complex. And confused and interesting. And I think that this story is actually, to me, what I took away was women doing women in that time were put between a rock and a hard place to make decisions about their survival.
Correct.
Every day. And all of the women, even Nellie, Isabella, all three of them, Kathy, Nellie, Isabella, all three of them had to make hard decisions about what to do in order to survive.
Yep.
Because they had to.
Yeah.
They did not have a means to make their own living. They did not have a means of survival outside of men. And so they had to make these choices.
Yep.
And that's what I took away.
Even if it hurt other women.
Exactly.
Especially because it hurt other women.
Because men put them in this position where it had to be every woman for herself.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's what I took away. I don't know if that's what Emerald meant to do, but
I think it is because it's like that in a lot of her films, where the men are two-dimensional and frivolous, and the women are more complex and villainous. And like, I think that's also hard for people to see, especially Margot Robbie off the heels of Barbie, and also I love that she was postpartum in this movie because it added so much depth for me. I see how a man would not see that. Because for me, I'm looking at her body. She's known for being very thin. I'm looking at her body, and she's voluptuous in this film.
She's gorge.
And
she's eating.
You know what I mean? And like, she talks about on the press tour being postpartum. I think about her being pregnant majority of the film, her character. Crazy. And I think about the ending.
We're about to spoil things. So if you haven't watched Wuthering Heights and you don't want anything spoiled, you should stop listening now.
Skip forward in the video. We have little bookmarks, or on the podcast, skip forward a little bit. I felt that this movie was timely because of the fetus rotting inside of her and killing her.
Yeah, that was tough.
Like, I felt like with living in a world post the,
Roe v.
Wade dismantling, it just brought up so many thoughts to me about like pregnancy, about miscarriage. this is actually a subject I love to cover in my own work. Like my like thesis work was about this. Like I had this like red fabric that like cascaded down and like covered up this dancer and like consumed her.
Yeah, I love.
So I love the scene with the blood and then her like, I also like not killing, but like I love like a dead woman metaphor in my work. I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
Or like a decaying because we're always seen as a flower.
Yeah. We have an expiration date.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I like
that's what people say, not what we think. But
I just love all the imagery that she made. I like that she let some of the imagery speak for itself rather than the script or the I don't even know the stagecraft. Like I felt that so much of the like cinematography, costuming, props, world building spoke.
she has such a great eye for detail. Like,
And that's feminine to
Yeah.
me because it's like, what do? We decorate. We embellish our lives with music and fashion. And it's like, yeah, everyone's saying it's frivolous because those things don't like tell enough of the story. And it's too aesthetic driven.
I feel like what I love about the way she tells stories is that it's fantastical.
Yes.
The whole thing is so big
Outrageous.
and grand.
Yeah,
And
absurd.
I loved how she made certain things very literal. I thought that was so fun.
Yeah.
I loved like even the scene where Kathy's dad is dead.
Yeah.
And it's like we know he's an alcoholic. We know all these things, but then she takes like
bottles.
She takes like the literal depiction
Yeah.
of like just mountains
Yes.
of liquor bottles.
Yes.
And he is lying in like a pile of just
Yeah.
these liquor bottles.
Yes.
Like, I thought that was so interesting. And then like the skin room where it's described as this room that like matched the color of her flesh. She just literally made it a screen print of Margot Robbie's skin.
Yes.
I am obsessed
Well, it's
with
like,
that.
let's smack you in the face with what this really is. Like, this marriage for her, this character, her husband does not see her as a full person. She is
put
a
her,
doll
like,
in a house.
Yes.
And even the most privileged of us are encaged.
Yeah.
So
I mean, she's quite literally in her own prison.
Yes.
Of herself.
Yes.
In this house.
Yes.
And I mean, I think that goes back to like just how much attention to women that Emerald pays. Like she is so focused on like telling these women's stories fully. And I think that's really special.
I think a really good comparison, I was telling my husband in the car on the way here, what I think people should watch to digest this movie in a way that is helpful is this show called Dead Ringer.
Ooh, okay.
It's on HBO.
Write that one down.
It's a series, and it's an adaptation of a movie from the 80s where it was two male twins, and then they and also it was kind of a pioneer of its time. It was like the first movie to do that twin thing before The Parent Trap, where they like double the one actor as a
Right.
twin, and the actors like talking to themselves the whole time, you know,
Love
like
it.
so it was like that film history, and then they do that with the new adaptation, and it's two women and it's women twins, and I'm also obsessed with twin motifs like in my
I love
in
a
my
twin.
work.
I love a twin. I wish I was a twin.
Oh my god! Any twin who would hear you say that would be like, no.
No, I wish I had a boy twin because I'm not.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
I feel like I have a boy
I wish
twin.
I had a twin, but I'm smart, so like
Yeah.
I don't want to have like an identical twin.
Yeah.
I want a boy twin, so we're not compared. Because when you're a boy and a girl, it's like, oh, you're two different people. But I do feel like twins get like put into like being one a lot, and like which is fine for some people, I'm sure. But
I mean,
having a boy twin sounds like fun.
I feel like I have like a brother who is less than like a year and a half younger than me. So like
He's like
so they call it Irish twins.
Yeah, he's your Irish twin.
So we shared a crib and everything, and we
love
were like
that.
the same age. So we're very bonded,
So you
almost
kind of have
as if we were twins. Like, sometimes it feels like we do have like telepathy, where I know, like when we talk and we get into like arguments and stuff, it's like there's silences that we know what each other are thinking, and we like kind of calibrate It's really cool.
Wait, I love that.
I know, it's really cool. Me and my brother Navarone, we have a very like intense psychological bond because we're so close in age.
See, and that's why I think having a twin would be fun.
Yeah, yeah.
It have is that like that thing.
It's
someone who gets you.
heartbreaking because you go through like an unenmeshment period when you become an adult. I've read into it, and you come back together once you've had kids and a marriage and stuff. Like you kind of have to become different people.
Individual, yeah.
And then you can come back together because you're too enmeshed at a certain point psychologically, where you don't feel like you can make decisions without the person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, we're like in that phase, but I'm like, it's a good phase. I've like really come to terms with it. And it's like nice now because I get to like observe him from afar and be like, he's his own person, you know?
What is this? He's a human being.
Why is he being his own person? Yeah, exactly. It was hard for me at first though, because I was like, no, that's okay. So which goes back to Wuthering Heights is like with my brother, because there's also kind of a brother dynamic between Kathy and
they grew up
Heathcliff,
together,
and she names him after her dead brother.
Crazy move,
and
by the way.
Yeah, I like these choices that Emerald is making because I think there's something intrinsic about family dynamics that seeps into our like adult psyche as a whole person. You know what I mean?
Well, even how she was with her father, who was extremely abusive, horrible.
Yeah, they're trauma bonded over that abuse.
Horrible.
Yeah, for sure.
She is so sad when he dies, and then she kicks him. And I think like even just that, the fact that you can feel so much pain and sorrow when someone
love.
like that, and you can still like love them too.
And she's like, I'm sorry, I kicked him. It was too much. And then Heathcliff is like, I'm surprised you only kicked him twice.
He said twice wasn't enough, girl.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I do think Heathcliff and Kathy, I like the portrayal of this choice to make them like intertwine in this way, trauma bonded in this way over violence from their like evil father's figure. Yeah, I love that trope. I also do that trope in my work where I'm like, there's always an evil man.
Yeah.
To blame.
There's always an evil man.
And so like, but I think it's complex because I like how she broke down the love that still exists. You know, even if you despise him. Yeah. So it's so important. And it's so important to girls. We always talk about it, how it is for men. Like for men to have an awful dad is like their villain origin story or their CEO origin story. Right. But for a woman, it's like you don't get to be affected by your relationship with your dad.
No. Well, what happens is you don't ever see men when they have daddy issues. You don't ever see them spoken to where it's like, oh, like fatherless behavior. Like somehow it's always still the woman's fault. When the dad is a bad dad, it's like, oh, well, it's your mom's fault for choosing him. And then when you have a bad dad as a boy or a girl, when it's the boy, it's like, oh, you poor thing. Like you didn't have a father figure. So like you don't know how to act. But then if a woman doesn't have a father figure, you're like, oh, it's her fault that like she acts like that because that's fatherless behavior.
I agree. Like, it's always
why
on
is
the
it
woman.
Always the woman's fault? Somehow, if a man is behaving poorly, it's still the woman.
That's why I'm really protective of like talking about my relationship with my dad with even friends, honestly, because that has come up so many times in my life. Like people have accused me of quote trauma dumping. Me just literally.
He said, "This is just my life."
Literally, so if you're gonna ask,
sorry, you can't handle it.
My dad. Don't ask then. I'm going to lead with.
Don't ask.
I'm going to lead with my real experience.
Right, I'm not going to lie.
Because I have lied.
Yeah.
And it's eating me up inside. I used to have like a story prepared for people. You know what I mean? And it's hard on a person.
Yeah.
So a woman who lives authentically. So anyway, this is what I'll say is that like as a woman who I feel defined by my very estranged and complex dynamic with my dad.
100%.
It's a big part of who I am. Like I really did feel vindicated by this portrayal. Like, and the way also that she's just like, Kathy is unlikable inherently for that. I
mean, Kathy is mean and vindictive but I liked her.
I liked her
because I don't know. she was so human in
Yeah.
that. Like she had such a like horrible upbringing.
Yeah.
She had to fight for herself.
Like when she laughs when they realize she has sepsis, she's like,
No, literally, like
I'm gonna die, you idiot.
no, like she's so like
Yeah.
I don't know. I found her so interesting. And not to say something. I know I know that Jacob Elordi is a sweet person. I know
You were just saying, I talk about it.
I don't think he was able to keep up with Margot.
Oh my God, I said the same thing.
He couldn't keep up with her.
I literally said the
She
same.
acted him
out
of the
bad.
park.
Bad. It was out of pocket.
Oh,
It was bad.
Every time they
Poor
were on
thing.
screen, I was like, that's Kathy and that's,
And that's
Jacob.
Jacob.
Like Kathy was so real to me.
But that's why I think Emerald, I saw a clip of her. She said she casted Jacob because that he is the fantasy love, like he is the image. And that's why she casted
and he
him.
kind of just
And that's kind of what he was.
He was just there.
He was
like
just
I just feel
Jacob
like he was
Elordi.
just there. She's everything and he's
Yeah.
just there.
I feel like he's just eye candy for the women watching.
Yeah.
You know, it's like he's doing all these like sexually alluring, explicit tasks. And I think he's just there to be like how women are in most movies, like how
Just there,
Margot
a
Robbie
prop.
was in Wolf of Wall Street and Leonardo DiCaprio gets be a full person and Margot Robbie is just the wife.
Exactly. Like I feel this movie was actually just like a gender swap of
Yep.
how other movies always are. That's
it.
how I feel. Now, what I will say about Heathcliff
Okay.
is that I have a very deep soft spot for Owen Cooper. That little boy is so
Yeah.
talented.
He really did. It's Margot and him
that was
held the movie.
depth
Yeah.
of like
That
Heathcliff
performance.
was in Owen's
was him.
performance.
Yeah.
It was him as a child.
Yes.
And I don't know
Yes.
if that was intentional, but I feel like maybe.
Maybe.
But Owen Cooper as young Heathcliff was so fun to watch. I was so intrigued by him.
I would love a whole movie of just that actor like,
Yes.
playing that part, just the childhood
he
part.
he is so talented.
Yeah.
I feel like he's just so special. Did you watch Adolescence?
I watched half the season because I had to put it down because I was going through something mentally, and I was like, "This is really heavy."
Not the show to watch if you're going through something.
Yes, so I will pick it back up now that I'm in a better place.
It's so good. I mean, that show deserved every award it got. And it's just so cool to watch him.
Yes.
And like see him grow because they just kind of like found him.
Yeah.
And now he's just what he is and he's so talented. His version of Heathcliff. That's the one that I was intrigued by.
Yes.
Even just his monologue at the end when they're like little kids in bed and he's like, I will love you. Like that was, I was like, wow, okay.
Okay, that was going in the direction. It wasn't fully fleshed out, but as somebody who is like thinking about feminism, thinking about patriarchy, I like that there's this little boy character, that anchors the story because we have to like solve the little boy thing, you know, like the harm that exists for little boys because of patriarchy, you know? And so that I really feel that strongly. I don't know. There's not a lot of, she's conquering like crazy, like big topics that we're like not
it's
ready
a lot to
for.
handle. And you
We're
can't
not ready
like, cover
for.
it all in like a TikTok video.
I
so
appreciate her
there's-
ambition, and that's
I
what
do.
I'll say. It was a hugely ambitious, hugely polarizing, divisive project, and that's what women should be doing, especially now.
I can also appreciate that she is not going to write about something she doesn't know.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that she knows her place.
Yep. What's in question is the ethics.
Exactly.
So-
And so it's like, do you write what you know and take a story about race and make it something else? Probably you shouldn't. Probably no.
Yeah, because it's this question of, I think what she's doing is like, and this is the thing that British people do a lot. It kind of comes up in like British like art a lot, is like blind casting.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
we can't be colorblind here.
Yeah. So it's like, I feel that's what
it
people are
should've-
uncomfortable with.
It should have been an intentional choice. Like, yeah. The
I feel like
colorblind casting thing.
That's like a thing in British academia where they're like, they do that a lot. Like, I don't know. I could be, I've heard about it like in Broadway and things like there's a lot of like, want and need to like do this like colorblind casting.
But then it's like, so you took out all the POC?
yeah. Yeah.
They said, oh, we don't see color. Everything's white.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
Like, what do you mean?
I feel like Americans have more sensitivity to it because of our experience that is so near to our history, our current history.
They had that in England too, though.
Yeah, they
No?
did, but the Jim Crow South of it
Yes.
all is so visceral in the American psyche that we're really. It makes sense why American viewers are kind of struggling with this.
Well, as they should be. I would hope that people are aware,
Yeah.
and I do like that people like. I agree that she shouldn't have taken the race out of it.
Yeah.
I've said this now like 7 times, but I just wish she had called it something else.
Yeah, exactly. I totally
just wish
agree.
it wasn't that.
I wish it would, because she, like in all of her films, she uses so many other source material too.
Yeah.
But I agree. It's just
The quotes weren't enough.
it
To
wasn't enough.
differentiate
It wasn't enough. It's a boobsy move in the wrong direction. You know, and that's
Boobsy.
boobsy. It was boobsy.
I love that. Instead of ballsy, it's
Yeah,
boobsy.
Because
Because why would it be ballsy?
nobody with a set of balls has ever done anything ballsy. Sorry.
Now that we've discussed Wuthering Heights, I think it's time to get into
Tell me lies.
Tell Me Lies.
Tell me sweet little lies.
The finale came out
this
week. By the time this airs, it will be almost exactly a week ago that it came out.
It shook the planet.
That was the craziest ending to a show. And I have a lot of thoughts.
I loved every second of it. But yes, I want to hear what you think
she had me
first.
hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, she had me hooked.
Yeah, Megan Oppenheimer. Do your thing, girl. That was crazy. Spoiler alerts.
Spoiler.
Don't listen if you haven't watched it.
Skip.
I am very middle of the road.
Okay.
On this ending.
Okay.
I have a lot of things that I really liked about it and a lot of things that I didn't like about it. Mm-hmm. And so I land solidly in the middle, I think.
Can I say I loved everything?
Okay.
Every choice. I actually felt like so many times I watch a show and it gets to the end like this, because this is the series finale, right? Yeah. Like it's done.
It's done. We're done.
This was the most satisfying series finale as a viewer for me.
I agree.
When Steven exposes all of the lies at the wedding, I, as a fan, watching
I was giggling.
this, I was like, yeah, you know what I said? Yes, Steven. Yes.
Get them.
That's you using your evil powers
For good.
For good.
He said wicked for good.
Yeah, because it's like he doesn't have any emotional depth, so he's like, you know what, I'm just gonna tell the truth.
Right.
You know, and he's hurting people, but it needs to be said.
Yeah.
This is so toxic.
Because they were just all not saying things. They were all telling each other lies. What I will say about that is, while I did enjoy it, it was great TV.
Yeah.
I don't love that it almost gave him a hero arc.
It did. But it immediately gets taken away by him leaving
Lucy at a gas station.
That's why I said, okay, they fixed it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, no,
he's not
he
changed.
just wanted to win.
Yeah, he just wanted to win. Everything has to go his way.
Yep.
He needs to be in control, which is why he told the lies.
Yes.
Now, Bree.
Let's talk about Bree. Let's talk about this. Let's get into this.
Bree, I think, is actually the most nefarious, villainous character out of all of them.
She's worse than Steven.
Dare we say.
She is.
Dare we say
This is the women we talk about when we say women like hating other women.
Yeah.
It's Bree.
Yeah.
And it's like deep inside her.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing too. Like, you see that she is so hurt.
Yeah.
And she is constantly trying to protect herself.
Yeah.
And she's so guarded.
Yeah.
And her mom, like, coming in at the end and her getting her hopes up that her mom might actually care about her.
Yeah.
And then betraying her, and the whole Oliver and Marianne of it all.
Evil. That's
her
evil
villain
woman.
origin story, because this whole time she's fighting to be a good person. Mm-hmm. And at the end, she's like, fuck it. Like, actually, no. And she becomes the very people who hurt her.
Yeah.
And so instead of ending the cycle, she continued it.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, I think that's what makes her so, like, awful. Like, that's what made it so bad, was that like, instead of deciding to protect her friend and care for her, she just she ruined her life.
Yeah.
She got kicked out of school.
Yeah. Another woman who was also hurting. Like, I guess like
all that empathy that Lucy had for her, trying to help her,
I'm gonna steal this
completely
from my
disregarded it.
husband. So like he
Steal
said this when
Women
we
should steal
watched
more
it.
things from
Yeah,
men.
I'm gonna steal this
because they take it from us all the time.
So I'm gonna steal his work and take it credit for my own. He didn't say
Put
this.
your name on
I
it.
said this.
Yeah.
What? Basically, that Bree's knee-jerk reaction to hearing about the infidelity that Lucy and Evan had, and then also seeing the video of Lucy confessing to lying. That reaction is way more outsized than any other knee-jerk reaction on the show. Particularly Lucy like having this horrible reaction to lie to protect other women from assault.
She was trying. Well, she did it to protect someone.
Yeah.
There's the difference.
There's a difference.
The intention is completely different.
Yeah.
Bree wanted to ruin her life.
Yeah.
And
to get
Lucy
her back.
just wanted to help.
Yeah.
Now, good intentions, like aside, she failed many times and did cause a lot of problems.
Yes.
That is not good. But her intentions were good every time.
Yeah.
And the thing about Bree too, this is something that I haven't seen anyone else say when they're like talking about Bree. A lot of people are defending her because she's gone through a lot, whatever. I don't think that's an excuse.
No.
Now, the other thing is Bree didn't just have the file. She had the entire SD card.
Yep.
Which means she had all the other takes that Steven said, do it again.
Yep.
No, that wasn't good enough. Say it again.
Yeah.
I have to assume he didn't delete those. I don't think he did. He left them on the card. Like we didn't see him delete it off the card. So she had the whole SD card. She watched all of those videos. So not only did she send out that video, she also knew that Lucy was forced to say that. And instead of checking on her friend and saying,
that's the
oh
reaction.
my God, are you okay?
Yeah.
Were you held at gunpoint?
Yeah.
She posted it. She saw Lucy in utter distress on that video. Clearly someone is making her do this. The camera is handheld. It's not on a tripod. We can see that someone's filming her. And Bree, knowing Steven and also not liking him, probably knew that Steven made her do that.
Yeah.
And still didn't check.
Yeah.
And still posted it anyway. And I think that's the craziest part to me.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen anyone else say that.
I think it's interesting for Bree too to have gone through this whole when she didn't know that she was being victimized in the open marriage situation. She thought she was cheating and that the wife didn't know. How could she not herself have empathy for Lucy and what Lucy did?
She became just like her abusers.
Yeah, like
she took Marianne's advice. The reason she did all of that is because Marianne told her to.
Yeah. I mean, I my thing is that yes, it was wrong what Lucy and Evan did. And I think that was totally wrong and so selfish. But it's just so common though, like that people do that. People do things.
Well, Bree was part of the very, she really thought that she was the other woman.
Yeah. She's done it. So that's my thing is
and she had no grace for Lucy.
No one has any grace for Lucy. But that's why I liked her little laugh.
Lucy's my Shayla.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Lucy's my Shayla. No, that was good. Like she needed to know that he hadn't changed. She got her closure.
She got her closure. And she also kind of at the end is kind of I hope she writes a book. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hope that I think we're left to believe that somehow, some way, all of this shame and horrible things that have happened
she lived and she learned.
She's gonna experience life from a different angle now.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna be okay. And
that was the ultimate and she's gonna be okay
she's
moment.
Gonna be okay.
This girl's gonna be okay.
Hey.
I think that was the fun part. What I will say though, how the hell did Steven get a G-Wagon?
I was thinking that too.
Because he got let's run it back really quick.
Maybe Lydia?
He got his Yale application revoked.
Yes.
For very bad things. So that goes that's not something that goes unknown. He got his
give Wrigley his crown. Anyway, continue.
Right. Wrigley King. So he didn't get into Yale.
Yeah.
And he had no prospects.
No prospects.
No prospects. How the hell did he get a living?
You know what I said?
What did he do
in my
to do
brain,
that?
I was
Because
maybe finance. Maybe this bitch is on the stock market.
But it's only been 6 years? He would have had to climb the ranks so quickly in finance to do that, which he's very manipulative. So I bet he did. I don't put it past him. However,
no explanation.
Come on, I don't believe it.
I think my
he
first
had no money,
was
no way of getting into another school.
Yeah, my first thought was some other evil profession.
No, right. But that did kind of throw me. I was like, where did you get all this money?
They I mean, or Lydia, or it was Lydia's car.
Maybe it was Lydia's car.
Because that they kind of
think of it. How did Lydia get home? I guess she called an Uber. Whatever. I would have kept that ring. She gave him back the ring.
She was like,
keep it, sell it. Get your money.
Definitely sell it on Facebook Marketplace.
But Lydia's the worst though.
Lydia.
Okay, that's the other thing.
Yeah.
Lydia, we got no justice for
Lydia,
Macy, and Lydia's brother got off scot-free.
Yeah. Nope.
And I understand that was the time, like, Me Too hadn't happened yet, et cetera, et cetera. Like Megan Oppenheimer has said, like, we can just assume, like, he got away with it because no one was coming forth about those things. She also discusses, like, how Oliver and Marianne get away with it, but, like, most likely he was Me Too'd when the movement happened.
Yeah.
Honestly, not good enough for me.
Really?
I want him in jail.
Well, she should continue the story in 2015.
I want him in jail, and I want Steven in jail.
Yeah.
And those are my things that, like, I kind of wish.
I think I want Oliver
a little bit
more like in a kidnap scenario where he's being tortured and like waterboarded. He would have too many rights in prison.
You're right.
For what he's done.
Right. No, I agree. I mean, Marianne as well. Lock that bitch up too. Like,
I restart the torture program.
Bring back capital punishment
for Oliver.
No, just for him. I think Pippa got it too easy.
I do too.
Why when did she get the best ending?
When she walks away with Diana, I was like, she don't deserve it.
Pippa, let's go. And then they like march off.
I'm like, Pippa, you did some foul things, girlfriend.
Pippa, it's not the same thing. Pippa is bad.
Do you see how she said to Lucy, it's not the same? How is it not the same thing? It's cheating. I guess it's on a girlfriend.
Also.
But how is it different?
No, Pippa has this complex where she thinks she's better than everyone else. When in reality, she is just as bad.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, is she is also calculated.
Yeah.
Also manipulative.
Yeah.
Not in the way that Steven is. Okay, trigger warning. I'm gonna say trigger warning assault.
Yes.
What she did to Wrigley when Diana broke up with her, that's assault.
Yeah.
Coercion, that's rape actually.
Yeah.
When
he said no.
He said no multiple times.
Mm-hmm. And she said, please, 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 please.
And she said, please, 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 I'm upset. You have to.
I think the reason people don't see it as bad is because in that scenario, Wrigley still has more agency and power because of his gender over her.
Yes, but
it's
however,
I think it is the only situation in which, a man could have been, his consent been taken by a woman.
I mean, yeah, he literally said no.
Yeah.
That's point blank. That's SA. So I think like that too. I'm like, Pippa, like, what high horse are you? Get off. Like, where are you coming from with this angle that you're better? Mm-hmm. You're not.
Yeah. Even the fact that the person she was cheating on was Diana.
Right. Like, just because you're gay doesn't mean that's okay.
Yeah. It's like so Diana is Steven's ex, Lucy's, frenemy, right. And it's different because Bree and Lucy are close. Right.
Well, Pippa is just constantly qualifying.
Yeah.
Things. She always has a qualifier for like why what she did was okay because of XYZ.
Yeah.
And Lucy never makes an excuse for why she, like, every time someone is like, hey, that was bad, she's like, yeah. I didn't mean that was not my intention, but yes, it was bad.
Yeah.
And she never makes the excuse.
Yeah.
She never says, she never says that.
No.
She owns it every time. Mm-hmm. Lucy is just, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Like, she is just that saying.
She really is that saying. I mean, I think she is the kind of like quintessential female character that like just can't catch a break, and you feel for her and you relate to her.
And she's a horrible decision maker.
Yeah, she's like,
a spade is a spade.
Yeah, she's a horrible decision maker. I do think though, like, where I go back to her mom, like, she doesn't really have any parental support. She's basically an orphan in so many ways. Like her mom doesn't emotionally support. Like her mom throws
She
money
has
at
no
an
support
issue.
system.
Yeah,
Her own friends are preying on her downfall.
yeah, and so like
I mean, her own friends were her downfall.
I can see why she's making horrible decisions because like she's trying to at least make a decision and she doesn't have any guidance, any support. It really comes back to like I do wish we would have seen more of the. And this is what she'll have to do after the show if her character, if it were a real person, is like grieve the death of her dad and like come to terms with that. Because it's probably where a lot of that.
I mean, she has so much trauma.
Yeah.
I'm just glad she was laughing at the end.
Yeah.
She got the last laugh.
She got the last laugh. And that purse was cute.
Yeah.
That little beaded
I'm
bag.
glad he left it. I'm glad he left that purse.
He is so weird.
No, he's
How
so
did
weird.
he know she was going to ask to get coffee? He was just waiting for his moment.
No, he was.
For her to get out the car so he
He had no. But I mean, that's just Steven.
Steven!
I do hate that he got to quite literally drive off into the sunrise. Like
Yeah.
low key, he got a happy ending.
Yeah.
Hate that.
I hate
Hate that.
Yeah, he did get a happy ending.
Hey, by the way, in case we forgot, he's murdered someone.
Yeah. But that's true to people who do this. Like we know this with like Ted Bundy. Like they get away with it for a very long time.
For a very long time.
Until they get
it might
cocky.
catch up to him.
Yeah, they get cocky and then they give themselves up.
I guess, yeah. It's a
'Cause they
very
want the
open-ended ending where
Yeah, it's very open-ended.
we can hope.
We can hope that he will end up in prison for like some kind of white collar crime.
And I think honestly, like it's very realistic in that way where Lucy will probably never know if he ever learned his lesson.
Yeah.
And that's just how it goes with those types of
Yeah.
relationships. Like the most you can get out of it is the closure that like they are never going to change.
Honestly,
That's
I'm
the
trying to
most
think
you
of
can get.
every narcissist I know. Happy ending. I have never seen a narcissistic man
It's
get his
devastating.
just desserts in real life. Have you? No.
Not yet. I'm
No.
hoping for it though.
No.
Damn. No, you're right.
Yeah. I've never seen it in my life.
What's that about?
I have never seen it. Can I say what I feel about Wrigley and Drew? I have a controversial take on that.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so my take on that is I feel really bad for Wrigley. I don't blame him for the death of his brother.
I blame
because-
Steven. I actually think Steven caused two deaths. He
Okay.
caused Macy's and he caused Drew's.
Yeah.
Because what happened with Drew is because Drew
Yes.
fell into
I
a
agree.
spiral because he thought he killed Macy.
Yes, absolutely.
And Wrigley, like Steven knew that
Yes.
he did not kill Macy
Yes.
the whole time.
Yes.
And didn't tell anyone.
Yes.
He didn't want to go down for it.
Yeah.
So he let Drew spiral
Yeah.
into a place where he was drunk and
Yes.
OD'd.
Yes.
Because he probably wouldn't have done that.
No.
If he was not in that place. And Wrigley had no idea that he was that bad. So
No, he didn't know. And Wrigley was taking the same amount of pills as his brother. So how
He had
was he
no
supposed
idea.
to know that that was going to happen?
He had no idea.
He did not know. I feel so bad for him.
I do blame Steven.
I don't blame Wrigley at all. And like nobody should blame Wrigley. In anything. Wrigley, that's such a
Wrigley, you're perfect.
you're perfect. And we love you. And like
Wrigley could do no wrong. Wrigley and Lucy, those are my two.
those are my
Shaylas.
girls. Those are my
Yep.
girls. Like the way I do appreciate Wrigley for calling Yale and getting Steven's acceptance revoked.
That's my baby boy.
Because Pippa was like, nobody does anything about it. He was like,
said,
I'm about to
"Watch me."
do something about it. Okay? That's how you use your male privilege for good if you're
Because
watching.
Lucy did try to tell her.
Yeah, she tried.
That was a really hard watch for me, actually. Like watching.
That was really hard.
I was actually really stressed seeing Lucy try to tell that woman
Yeah.
what Steven was, and then Steven coming over there and the woman being like, "Why should I care?" Oh, it hurt my feelings.
Women. Get
It hurt my
together.
feelings.
If you
We
hear
have to have
an
each other's backs.
If you hear an accusation, your allegiance should automatically default be towards the woman.
Always.
Unless
Every
you're
time.
given evidence that is completely the opposite. Because in
Hard
real
evidence.
Hard. Because it's usually gonna be that the man is evil.
It's usually going to be that.
Women don't go like running around being like, this man did something.
Well, you have so much to lose if you do.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Why would you
Why would
want
you-
to
yeah.
say that unless it was true?
Yep.
People,
Yep.
you want to be called a liar?
Yeah.
No.
No. No. And no one even wants this to have happened to them. It's embarrassing.
Exactly.
It's
There's so much
embarrassing.
because society has taught us to have
Yeah.
so much shame around things like that.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway,
So-
her outfit was tea though when she like that vintage coat, the heels,
The wardrobe. I hope they get an Emmy because
girl,
Emmy,
dude.
yeah, that's for TV.
I need to make a yes. I need to make like a Pinterest board with all of the outfits on it because
They were eating.
They were so good.
They
this
were doing
season.
really. That wardrobe department
Working
10
overtime.
out of 10.
I know all those pieces were
Historically accurate.
Yep, biblically accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, guys, that was really all I had to say.
Yeah.
On all of that.
On all of that.
And my brain is only running on 10% capacity. So
Yeah, we kind of did that.
Yeah. Next week, guys, you're gonna want to tune in because we're gonna talk about Tyra Banks.
Ah! Literally.
You want to be on top?
You want to be on top?
Yeah. So tune in next week.
Tune in next week because we will be covering it in
The new America's Next Top Model documentary.
It'll be so good. You're gonna want to hear what
We'll
we have
cover
to
other
say.
things too, but
yeah,
just so you guys know that's
Yeah.
what's coming. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok. It's at eldestdaughter.podcast.
follow us on YouTube.
Please leave us a 5-star review
Yes,
and
on
a rating.
Apple. Yes,
Leave comments.
Yes.
Like it's really helpful. Also, if you want us
Engage.
to talk about other things,
Yes, write into our Instagram. Just
Yeah.
DM us, and we will like look at those things.
well, thank you for listening.
Thank you.
We love you. Bye,
Love you,
daughters.
daughters.